I think I am streaming now, or maybe I'm not. Okay, this isn't working. I might have to cut this here. Oh, it says I am streaming. So how many viewers do we have right now? I'm gonna wait a couple minutes just to see who comes in here, because apparently we are live streaming. Come on. So we have no viewers right now. Just gonna give it a couple seconds. I think I might just go ahead and start. It's a weird time of day right now. What time is it? It's like 12? 12 o'clock? So everyone's at work and at school, but I had some free time, so I'm like, hey, let's go ahead and start this stream. So hello guys, and welcome to this question and answer session of a Computers and Technology, streaming live right now using OBS. And today I'm going to answer some questions that you guys asked me through the Google forum that I posted. And this is in celebration of the channel reaching 20,000 subscribers. That's a great milestone. Super excited. You guys have been great as far as support is concerned. I really appreciate your support. And I hope, the next couple years are just as good as the last couple years. This channel has been getting increasingly better. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. People are actually in the live chat right now. Oh, hey. I wasn't even looking at that. All right. So we actually have some viewers watching right now. Oh, okay. And if you guys want to actually ask some questions in the live chat, I will answer those live if I can. And also, let me know how video quality is, because I'm using a different camera right now. This is a 4K action camera that I bought off Amazon for like 70 bucks. And that's what I'm using for the live stream. I can't use my Nikon D5300 because I don't have a capture card. So we're stuck using this action camera. But from my end, it actually looks pretty darn good. Let's scroll down here. What are you planning for the future? What is your name? My name is Braxton. I've gone over that a couple times. I think I said that a lot in the programming tutorials I just posted. I used that a couple times as an example. It's fake. What does that mean? Video is delayed. Oh, you're probably talking about the video and audio is out of sync right now. There's nothing I can do about that at the moment. Things got a bit weird as far as that's concerned. So our stream health isn't looking too great. Please use a... Oh, man. Yeah, we're getting some weird delays right now, so I should probably go ahead and actually push this forward. Okay, so answering questions right now from the Google forum, and these are the first sets of questions. So number one, what is your dream job? My dream job's probably something where I can work mobile. I'm studying to become a computer engineer right now, so the demand for computer engineers is pretty high. So I can do pretty much whatever I want. The opportunities are endless as far as this major is concerned, but probably something where I could be mobile on the go, travel a little bit. And, I plan to settle down eventually, but when I get right out of college, I would like to travel around. That would be great. What is it with you and NASA? You have that poster and, of course, the shirt. Do you just like them? Or do you have friends or family who work there? Okay, so I actually, I'm interning at NASA starting May 30th, and I really do like NASA. Right now I'm on the, my school's CubeSat team. I'm really interested in all that stuff. I probably should have became an aerospace minor, or something like that, because this stuff is really, really interesting. Right now we're working to send a CubeSat to space. It's with the Virginia Space Consortium, I think. And we are working with Virginia Tech, University of Virginia, and I think Hampton University to launch 3 Cube satellites. So hopefully that project will be completed next year, and I might make a small video on that. I actually sent my, I gave them my $5, what is it, the Raspberry Pi Zero, to send up in there, so that might be sent to space. So that would be something that's pretty neat. Let me go back to the live stream right now and see what you guys are saying. Yeah, video's out of sync, the vid looks bad. Yeah, this is the first time we're live streaming, so we're probably going to run into some issues right now. What is the current status of your website? Is the setup still being powered by solar panels? Well, the setup was never actually powered by solar panels. Outside, the first solar setup that I built was just a test system, and that's still out there chugging along just fine. What I'm thinking about doing is actually building a grid tie system, which means I wouldn't have the need for batteries. It would make things a lot easier and cheaper as far as setting everything up is concerned. Because lead acid batteries are actually very expensive. Deep cycle lead acid batteries, like for a 100 amp hour battery, it's about 150 bucks. So to get a couple of those and just run an off-grid setup for the servers would be very, very pricey, and it's just not justified. So I'm thinking about going with a grid tie setup at this point. What was your first car? I currently drive a Prius, 2011 Toyota Prius. I think that's generation 3. Why are you so cool? How old are you? I'm 19. Dell or HP? Dell. I would definitely go with Dell. With the programming tutorial, can you make it so that it's super basic at start? I did do that. If you actually watch the first episode, I started with a Hello World program. Really, really easy to follow. Really basic tutorials. So go ahead and check those out. There's a playlist on the channel called C++ and 5. So that's where all the coding tutorials are. What is your smartphone? I currently use a Samsung Galaxy S4. I do plan on upgrading this soon, though, because as most of you know, this is a little outdated. It's time for an upgrade. Do you ever plan to do YouTube full-time in the future? Probably not. I don't see it as being completely sustainable, and really YouTube saturated as far as technology channels are concerned, so I don't think I'm going to get that big. But I'm going to do it as a side hobby. Slash, a way to bring in some extra revenue. I really do enjoy doing this, especially the experiments. It's a lot of fun for me, and I love interacting with my audience, talking with the community. So doing YouTube, it's just really right now, it's an extra way to bring in revenue, and it's just a ton of fun for me. I don't think I'm ever going to go full-time with it, though. How did you start messing with computers? It's a good question. I actually don't remember how I got into this in the first place. I think it started with my grandparents' house. So I went over to my grandparents' house, and they had this eMachine T1090, and that's the first computer that I completely disassembled, took apart, tore down, and I made a video on it. I think it's one of the older videos from like 2014, 2015. That's on my channel. You can check out that desktop overview. But I think that desktop got me into computers. So I just took that apart, really enjoyed, messing around with it, installing some different Linux distributions and trying different things out on that piece of old hardware. And that eventually led into the whole premise of this channel, which is, really bringing old hardware back to life, checking out affordable computers and doing experiments and that kind of thing. And then that eventually led to my interest in computer engineering. How did you get into technology? That's really about the same question. Have you ever thought about switching to Mac? No. I've used Mac OS in the past, and after using Mac OS in the past, I would never switch to a Mac. I'm sorry. Can you subscribe? No, don't ask me that. Can you subscribe to my channel? Do you prefer Windows or Linux? That's the question. That is a big question right there. I need a sip of water for this. So Windows or Linux? Well, right now, after the release of Windows 10, I'm trying to migrate over to Linux, but due to my major, that's really not possible. A lot of the development environments I use aren't on Linux, like Active HDL, the VHDL development environment. It's not on Linux, so I have to use Windows. So chances are I'm never going to be able to completely switch over to Linux, but I do like Linux a bit better than Windows just because it's not as bloated. I feel like I can get stuff done easier, and overall I just feel like it's a cleaner experience. With Windows, especially Windows 10, when you first get it, there's like ads everywhere and everything, especially like when you open up the start menu, and I hate that. Like, don't put ads in my operating system, especially when I pay for it. Okay, so PC or console? I guess you're talking about gaming. I'm more of a PC guy, but I do like some console exclusives like Halo. I love Halo, so it depends. As far as console exclusives are concerned, I love Halo. Dying Light looks really interesting, but I don't have a PlayStation. I was watching my friend play it, and I'm like, wow, I might get a PlayStation just for this, because this looks like a really cool game. But for the most part, I'm a PC guy. What would you consider the minimum specs for a home theater PC that's meant to replace cable TV? Let's see. Honestly, you could probably get away with a basic Core 2 Duo machine with integrated graphics. You know, that should be able to play back 1080p video at 30 FPS. If you want to get crazy, you can throw a cheap video card in there, like a GT 710, or what's the new one they just released? It's the GT 1030, I think. So that's my recommendation for a basic media PC. Do you plan to upgrade your computer soon? Yes, I watched the sub update. I know. I guess he just wanted me to talk about this during the Q&A. So yes, I do plan on upgrading my computer soon. I'm gonna try to build a Ryzen build within the next 2 months. I don't have a lot of money right now because I just splurged and bought a 4K monitor. But the 4K monitor arrived DOA. There was a bunch of dead pixels everywhere. I bought that from the Amazon warehouse, and I was highly, highly irritated that it had that many dead pixels on it. It was incredibly frustrating. So as you can see, my setup is just a complete mess back here, waiting for that other 4K monitor to return so I can get the money back for it, and then I need to buy another one and have it shipped back. So everything's all complicated with that. It's a mess right now. Not really sure when I'm going to have the money for the new build, but yes, a new build is eventually coming. Let's see what's going on in the comment section down here. Checking up on you guys. What's the price of gas near you? $2.10, I think, right now. I haven't been commuting in a week since I got out from school. But I think it's $2.10. Ryzen 3 or 5 or 7 or 9. Probably going to go with Ryzen 7. It's the 1700, right? Yeah. How's life? Life's good. I'm on break right now, so I'm enjoying my break, talking to you guys. What is your GPA? Okay, funny story. So this semester, I take classes at my university and a community college just to save some money. And in order to get the scholarship from my university, I need to have at least 12 credit hours. Well, that's hard because I also take classes at my community college, so I don't take too many classes at my university. So I needed to get 12 credit hours. So I chose a 1 credit hour class to take. It was Introduction to Java, and it was just a flippin' nightmare because the professor was awful. It's an online course, but his tutorials are just awful. So halfway through the course, I just gave up. Ooh, the phone's going off right now. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that in the background. I apologize for that. There's nothing I can do about it. But halfway through that course, I just kind of gave up, and I thought it was a pass-fail class. So since I thought it was a pass-fail class and it wouldn't affect my GPA, I just decided not to do it altogether. And then, at the end of the semester, I look at my GPA, and there's a 0, right on the right-hand column. And I realized it wasn't a pass-fail class. So that was a 1 credit hour pass-fail class I just didn't do. Got punched in the face right there. So this semester, just for this semester, I ended up with like a 3.4 GPA. So my overall GPA right now is like a 3.45. So it's not too bad. But that's, I don't know. I just thought that's a story that you would find interesting. That really got me there. All right. What else do we got here? How's the weather? Beautiful right now. It's 95 degrees and sunny. What was your first PC? I'm going to go in the closet right now because I think it's in there. Give me 1 second. My first PC was this bad boy right here. This is a Gateway model number MT6458 Windows Vista machine, 2 gigabytes of RAM, Turion, dual-core Turion. And as you can see, it's actually in beautiful condition. I try to keep my machines as nice and clean as I possibly can. So this was my first laptop. My parents handed it down to me, and they're like, here, we don't need this anymore, so just take this thing. So I used this for a couple months and then trashed it because, well, I didn't trash it, but I put it in storage because I just wasn't a huge fan of the performance. So that was my first laptop, and I have a video on this on my channel under the old computer overview playlist. So that's in there if you want to check this thing out. Yeah, I know the sound is slightly off. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry, guys. Bloody hell, that thing is shiny. Yes, it is very shiny, and it looks kind of cheap. When did you begin YouTube? I think I began YouTube in 2011, not with this channel. I have an old channel. It was about airsoft. and it was absolutely ridiculous. Some of you guys have actually found it and sent it to me, just to bring back my misery. I'm not going to tell you what the channel name is, but it's still up there, so you guys can go searching for that. Maybe someone knows right now. Yeah, but I think I started in 2011. Whatever questions. Pulse sound is slightly low. Oh, here, let me crank that up a little bit. Actually, it's at max, so let me just move this closer to my face. Maybe that's a bit better. All right, minimize OBS. Any other questions that look interesting? What is the brand name of your fridge? Why is that a question? Random everything boy. Why is that a question? Samsung. The brand name of my fridge is Samsung. The dog's barking in the background. Okay, the AA in AA Computers and Technology is actually the first two letters of the first channel that I ever started, which I'm not going to tell you guys. If anyone knows, feel free to post it in the live comment section. I'm not going to tell you guys, though, because it's a little bit embarrassing for me. Do I like Airsoft? Yeah, I loved Airsoft. The sad thing is all my Airsoft friends moved away because they were military, so I don't play it anymore. I still have like all the Airsoft guns in the back. But yeah, that was a lot of fun for me. I really enjoyed it. It was a great way to get active, and have fun with friends at the same time. So I loved Airsoft. What do you think is a good first coding for a new person? Probably C++ or Java. Do you like memes? Depends how dank they are. I can't believe I just said that live. Oh god. What ThinkPad would you recommend? Here we go, back to the closet. I'll be right back. I'm just absolutely tearing apart my closet right now, trying to find the stuff and take it out. As far as ThinkPad recommendations are concerned, I love the IBM / Lenovo T60. This is the not the best, but probably my favorite laptop I have ever owned. This thing's built like a tank, performance is good, and you can get these for like 10 to 20 bucks off eBay. They make great school machines. It's not gonna game or anything. It's not really a gaming machine. And as you can see, this one's in very good condition. I bought this for 10 bucks, and look at that. That's just beautiful. It looks like it's, nearly brand spanking new. Yeah, but these make very good office / school machines. They're built like tanks. I mean, you could throw this around. It's not going to break. Very, very sturdy, durable, and usable laptop. This thing's like over 10 years old, and you can still go on YouTube and watch like 720p video and do basic office tasks with it. So if you're looking for a ThinkPad, I would highly recommend taking a look at the IBM / Lenovo T60. Put Cloud Ready on it. Oh, a lot of people have actually asked me to do that. That might be a video coming soon. Everyone's retracting their message. Who's retracting all their messages? All right. Do you ever plan on doing Java tutorials? Maybe. I'm not a huge fan of Java, but I know it's a language that I'm eventually going to have to learn. So yes, I'll probably do Java tutorials eventually. What do you use your soldering iron for? I mean, it's in the name. No, I'm messing with you. So I do some small technology projects here and there. Actually build stuff. Let me go in the back. I have something to show you guys. Oh, you know what? I can't spoil this because this is a gift for someone, and I can't do that. Oh, I'm sorry. But I do have some technology builds coming up. I'm going to build. Oh man, I can't even talk about it because my friend watches my channel, and I don't want him to know what I'm getting him for his birthday. So I can't talk about it. That's classified. But other projects that I've used the soldering iron for is this Nixie clock right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. This Nixie 2 clock. I have a video on this on my channel. I put this together. Really, really lovely clock. This was a fun project. And also I do some electronic repairs here and there. Basic stuff like replacing capacitors, transistors, that kind of thing. So that's what the soldering iron is for. What phone do you use? I already touched on that. I think someone wasn't here. This is a Galaxy S4. I'm probably going to upgrade this soon, maybe to the Huawei Honor 8. I've been looking at that. What's the brand? I can read that one. Sorry, I can't understand what you're trying to type there. Okay, I think that's it as far as comment questions are concerned. I'm gonna go back to the Google forum questions, and I'll come back to the comments, the live chat questions in just a second. Okay. What games do you play, if any? So since college started, I'm really not a big gamer anymore. You know, I used to be really into gaming, that kind of thing. It took me, I think, a year to finish Dying Light just because I was so busy and I could only like open up my computer and open up Dying Light like 2 or 3 times a month. So since college has started, you know, I've been really busy just running around trying to get stuff done, and I haven't had too much time to game. But lately, I've been getting back into it. Like, since school ended, I bought Battlefield 4, and it's on this computer right now, and I've just been playing it. And I'm actually really enjoying it. I didn't really like first-person shooters because the only first-person shooter that I played was Call of Duty and Halo. And Call of Duty was just way too easy, and Halo wasn't really fun. Concerning multiplayer, I mean, custom games were a lot of fun, but multiplayer, you know, I just found kind of boring. With Battlefield, I love Battlefield. I'm awful at it. That's why I love it, because it's actually a challenge. It's not like Call of Duty where you're just like running around. There's like not really any recoil. You're running around. There's not really any strategy involved. With Battlefield, like there's a lot of strategy, especially with Conquest, and it's a ton of fun. So that's kind of bringing me back into gaming, Battlefield 4, and I might get Battlefield 1 soon, because it's just been a ton of fun. Java is dead. No, Java is not dead, because you need people to maintain all of these legacy applications, and there is a huge market for Java still. So no, Java is not dead. What is the brand of laptop you would never buy? And I'm back to the live chat right now, if you guys can tell. Oh, man. There's not really a brand of laptop. Oh, well, I was going to say eMachines, but eMachines is dead. HP right now, I wouldn't buy any HP consumer laptops. Some of their business class laptops are actually pretty nice. You know, the other day, in one of my videos, I said that HP laptops, as far as quality was concerned, they were, I don't want to say this because it's kind of harsh, but garbage. But that's really just referring to the consumer line, the cheaper line of HP laptops. They do manufacture some nice laptops like the Spectre. But as far as the cheaper stuff is concerned, I wouldn't touch it. Would you ever do a RetroPie video? What does that mean? What's a RetroPie? I don't know what a RetroPie is. I'm sorry. You're going to have to clarify that. My bad. Okay. What else do we have in here? Do you like ravioli? Yes, I do. Yes, I love ravioli. You should get a OnePlus 3? I'm assuming that's a phone. I think I know what you're talking about. And I think that was out of my budget. Would you buy a MacBook? That's a good joke. No, I'm sorry. I'm an engineer. I couldn't just run a MacBook. I mean, I guess I could. I would have to run a VM with Windows on it. But no, as an engineer, I would not get a MacBook. Maybe just to mess around with, like make a video of, buy an older MacBook off like eBay or something. And I got nothing against MacBooks. I mean, the quality is just great. They are beautiful machines. But concerning macOS, I just couldn't use it with my day-to-day workflow. Oh, RetroPie. Oh, my friend. Okay, I know what you're talking about. It emulates older games, right? Because my friend did that, and I was actually really interested in doing that. Yeah, I might do that in the future. Do you have cats? No, I have a dog. Disney, come here. Disney, come here. Disney, come here. I got a dog. She's really smelly. She's all old. I don't have any cats, though. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Okay, I think I hit all the live chat questions. Going back to the Google form questions. Are you ever going to upgrade from your Galaxy S4? Yes, I'm planning to upgrade to the Huawei Honor 8 in the next month or two. How do you get subscribers? Make good content. Interact with your community. Don't, go on other people's channels and ask them to subscribe to you. That is incredibly annoying, and I hate that. What is your camera? This is my camera. This is a Nikon D5300. Initially, I was using the D3300. I was borrowing it, and I didn't really like it, so I went to the next model up, and I love the 5300. Shoots 1080p at 60 FPS, takes great photos, and it's really easy to use. It's like in between that middle ground between a consumer camera and a prosumer camera. If that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. So I'm using a Nikon D5300. What is your favorite Linux distro? Right now, I am using Ubuntu Mate. I also like Xubuntu. Are there any other ones? I'm not a big fan of Ubuntu because of Unity, but right now, I believe they are transitioning to GNOME, so I might take a look at that. How is the solar project going? Is it still sufficient? Someone spelled that wrong. Sufficient. Yeah, it's actually working very well. Very low maintenance. It's right under my desk right now. I have the 2 lead acid batteries, and then the box with all the stuff in it, the inverter, the charge controller, and the dials. And that's been chugging along just fine. It's acting as a emergency backup power supply right now. It also powers this light right here, and that light back there. But I am considering moving over to a grid tie system. I'll probably buy like 400 or 500 watts of panels, worth of panels, so 4 or 5 100-watt panels, and I'll build a grid tie system. And that's to offset the cost of my web servers, which are running in the back. I'm looking for a capable laptop for HTML, folding at home, and podcasting. Any recommendations? Why would you want to fold on a laptop? I wouldn't recommend doing that. Maybe the T420 might be for you. Maybe not for folding, but for HTML podcasting, the T420 might be a decent laptop. It's still got the classic keyboard. You could get, I believe the T420 supported quad-core i7s. I know the T430 does because I'm running a quad-core i7 in it right now. Let me know in the chat if that does. Actually, let me open up the chat. Does the T420 support quad-core i7s? Does anyone know? No? Whoa. Alright, I don't think anyone knows. No one's posting anything. I'll come back and check. But I think it should support quad-core i7s. Second gen quad-core i7s. What made you start making YouTube videos? Well, I started with an Airsoft channel, and then I wanted to change over to content that was going to be a little more related to my major, like something that I could actually do in the real world. And my dog's scratching at the door wanting me to let her out, so I'll be right back. If you needed a laptop for the next 10 years, which one? Well, since I'm an engineer, I don't think I could actually stick with one laptop for 10 years. I mean, you just need to have the latest up-to-date hardware if you're doing something like engineering, because you have to do CAD work and programming and all of that good stuff. But if you're just like, I don't know, looking for something for school or basic office tasks, then I would highly recommend the IBM/Lenovo T60, because this is just a great laptop. It's lasted 10 years to now, and it can last 10 more years. I mean, this thing is just a beast. And they're dirt cheap, too, on eBay. What is your favorite thing to do in free time? Well, I try not to have too much free time. I don't like having that much downtime, because then I, start to feel kind of down and start to think about stuff. So I like to try to keep as busy as possible. If I find out I have some free time and I really don't have anything to do, which is very rare, I'll crack open a book. Right now I'm reading Northwest Passage, or I will, what else? Oh, I'll hop on Battlefield for like an hour or two and play that. Okay, so I think I hit all of the Google forum questions. Let me go back to the live questions. And let me see if there's anything interesting here. Oh, someone said that the T420 does support quad-core CPU, so I guess it does. Yeah. Okay, yeah, everyone's like, yeah, T420 should support a quad core, so that is confirmed. Oh my god, I'm losing it right now. That is confirmed. T420 supports second gen quad core i7s. What is the perfect RAM amount for gaming? With modern titles, I would probably recommend 8 to 12. I use 16 gigabytes, but that's only because I'm editing video. If I didn't have to edit video, I'd probably go with 12 gigs of RAM. What else we got here? Any good questions from you guys? Feel free to ask away, because I'm out as far as the Google form is concerned. I answered all of those. What do you use the monitor in the back for? Oh, you mean this? I touched on this earlier in the stream, but I guess some of you guys are getting here a little late. So this is actually my editing setup, which is in shambles right now because my 4K monitor arrived and it had a bunch of dead pixels on it. So I sent it back. And now it's just a complete mess because I had it all nice and tied up and I managed all the cables and I turned the monitor on and I saw like 6 or 7 dead pixels and I just kind of wanted to cry because I had to tear it all apart. So that was incredibly frustrating. And also, I ordered the speaker bar from the Amazon warehouse and it arrived dead on arrival. So I had to order a new one. Oh, I don't think you guys can see it. This speaker bar right here. So Amazon warehouse has been giving me a ton of trouble for the past like week. I've been getting very angry. All right, let's see. What else you guys got for me? Old ThinkPad or Core 2 Duo MacBook? I'd probably go with the ThinkPad. I don't have any experience with Core 2 Duo MacBooks, so I couldn't. I can't tell you what the performance or quality is going to be like with those. But T60 Core 2 Duo machine right here. This laptop's just a beast. Once again, I'm probably gonna say that like 10 more times before I end this stream. Why do you never upload? I upload all the time. Well, I didn't upload 2 weeks ago because I was busy studying for final exams, and I posted that on the Facebook page. I said, you know, guys, it's probably going to be a little bit before I upload again because I'm just busy right now. I'm studying. But since I've gotten out, I've uploaded a lot. I just published 3 C++ tutorials like 2 days ago. And then before that, I published a video or two. So I've been uploading quite a bit lately. Oh my god. The live chat keeps updating like really oddly for me. All right. Would you recommend using an older AMD system as a file server? Well, it depends on what kind of processor we're talking about. You don't need too much for a file server as long as you're not really concerned with transfer speeds. I mean, if you use something like a Sempron, you might be able to get away with that in like 2 gigs of RAM. You might be able to put FreeNAS on that and have no issues. You'd probably be able to get, I don't know, maybe 10 to 25 megabytes per second transfer speeds through Ethernet. I might be a little bit off on those numbers though. Any thoughts about the new ThinkPads made by Lenovo? I'm a user of the T440p and I really like it. Well, that's great. But I'm not a huge fan of the new ThinkPad layout, especially the keyboard. You guys know that I love the traditional IBM / Lenovo keyboard design, the 7-row keyboard. The new keyboards, the new chiclet keyboards actually hurt my fingers because I type very aggressively. I type very hard. I'm like a pecker. So it hurts my fingers after like an hour or two. So I have to use the older keyboard design. So as of now, I probably wouldn't upgrade to a newer ThinkPad. I was on Lenovo's Facebook page and I was talking to them about the retro ThinkPad project, and I think it's still alive. So if that comes out and it has the traditional keyboard on it, I will be buying that. I will be the first one to buy that. I'm gonna jump on top of that. I don't care like how much it costs. I want a laptop with the original IBM 7-row keyboard on it. That's a ThinkPad. So hopefully the retro ThinkPad project really is still a thing. And if it is still a thing, there's speculation that we should hear about it in late August this year. Do you have a car? Yep, already answered that. I have a 2011 Toyota Prius. What is your ethnicity? I'm half Korean, and my dad's Irish and Dutch, I think. Try to pronounce my name. No. I'm not going to be able to do that. Nope. Oops. Bump the mic. What is the worst computer you have ever had? Ooh, I've had a bunch of bad ones. Let me try to think of the worst one I've ever had. I mean, I've worked on some computers that were just god awful. My friends have given me computers just to check out and fix, and I've gotten a lot of HP machines that are just really bad. I know some of you think I hate HP. I don't hate HP, but the consumer line of laptops are pretty poor quality. And I really do not like working with those, using those. Not a huge fan of the even the modern HP consumer line of laptops. It's just they're so plasticky, and I feel like I could just like rip them apart. I'm just not a huge fan of them. S8 or Honor 8. I'm going with the Honor 8 from Huawei. Are you Mormon? No. Do you have a fidget spinner? No. Do you have a NAS or want to build / buy one? Okay, so that's actually a good question. I talked to some people on Facebook about this. I was planning on initially building a NAS, but I changed my mind because I really don't need one. I just need a lot of storage for my archived video files, and that's about it. So like 2 4TB Western Digital red drives should do the trick. I don't think I want to waste the money and electricity just to build a dedicated NAS because I really don't need it right now. I was thinking about doing it. I was talking about it. But as of now, I just think it's a waste for my workflow personally. Could you give us an update about your ultra-wide monitor? I'm using it right now. It's great. I don't have any complaints about it. I bought it from the Amazon warehouse, of course. And on the Amazon warehouse description, it said it had a couple small scratches, and that wasn't the case. When I got it, it looked like someone took steel wool and cleaned the entire monitor with it. It was just completely scratched up. I mean, the screen isn't affected, so I just kept it because I got like $50 or $60 off of it. But the Amazon warehouse descriptions have been so off lately. It's been really disappointing. Oh, come on. Let's keep our questions PG. Is the GT 730 good for gaming? I think that's the one I put in the... Oh, did I get the GT 710 or the GT 730? Let me go into my videos real quick and see, because I did a media PC build with the GT 7 series card. I think it was the 730. Give me a minute. I am checking my video archive right now. Let's see what I did. I'm going through it. Give me a sec, guys. Where are you? How long ago did I do that? Oh no, so I used the GT710, which was okay, but it was bottlenecked by the dual-core Athlon I had in that system. So I have not used the GT730, can't comment on that. But there's a bunch of reviews online, and there's a bunch of forums dedicated, or forum threads dedicated to gaming with that card, because I believe I researched that card. I was trying to figure out if I wanted to use the GT710 or the GT730, and I just opted to use the GT710. But if you do a quick Google search, I'm sure you can find a bunch of stuff on that. Can you bypass the iCloud backup thingy on an iPhone? I'm using Android. I've never had a Apple phone in my possession ever, so I have no idea. Are you still making ad money with all that's going on with YouTube? It's hurt. It's been pretty bad. Our revenue, or the channel's revenue, has gone down quite a bit in the last couple months, but I'm still making ad revenue. It's a decent amount of ad revenue, and this is still sustainable. But yeah, the cuts do hurt. The thing is, when you're doing YouTube, you have to have multiple sources of revenue. You can't just use AdSense, because if you just use AdSense, you get completely screwed. So I have the eBay affiliate links, the Amazon affiliate links, and then I'm also using Patreon right now. So if you really want to support me, you can use my Amazon or eBay affiliate links, or you can support me on Patreon. Yes, I know the audio is out of sync. There's nothing I can do about it. I've tried to fix it, and it's just not working out. Do you play CSGO? No, I don't have that. We want more garage sale videos. I just published one last weekend, and there's another one coming up. I have this HP tower right below me. It's a HP workstation. It had 8 gigabytes of DDR2 in it and a Quadro. I pulled out some of the DDR2 because I needed it for the servers in the back. But that's going to be a really interesting machine to look at. Actually, I think I can tilt the camera towards it. Give me a sec, guys. That's it right there. That is the HP machine that we will be taking a look at in the next garage sale find video. Did I get the camera back right? It's a little tilted, but that'll do. How are the plans for world domination going? Someone's asking all these weird questions. Are you gay or straight? I'm straight. What course do you study? I am studying computer engineering right now. What happened to the Dell 2120? I think that's the small latitude machine, right? My mom's actually using that right now. It has a 20 gigabyte solid state drive in it, along with Cloud Ready, and that's been chugging along just fine. She's been doing some basic internet browsing with it, going on like Pinterest and stuff like that. It's handled it just fine. Can I upgrade a Dell Precision T3400? I have no idea. When it comes to laptops or system-specific questions, like can I upgrade this model of computer, chances are I'm not going to have an answer for you because I haven't actually used and serviced every single model of computer out there. So that's very hard for me. You know, I would have to do the research and figure that out. So I can't answer that off the top of my head. Do you only buy from Amazon or also eBay? I probably buy from both equally. So I buy from Amazon and eBay. As you guys know, I have the eBay Find series, so I buy a lot of old laptops off there. I'll also buy some stuff for my hobbies and things like that. So yes, I use Amazon and eBay equally right now. What is your opinion on the new Windows 10s? I don't have a comment right now, but it looks like it's going to be good for the educational market. Once again, I'm not a huge fan of Windows 10. I do use it just because I have to. But it does look like it's going to be okay for the educational market as far as what I've read. Some people are probably going to snap at me for that. Give me a sec. I'm scrolling through your comments right now in the live chat. I'll see if I can find anything else that's interesting. Are the Elite books any good? So I kept one just to do a quick upgrade video on. I didn't actually test any of the other ones. I tested them to the BIOS, and that's really all I needed to test in order to sell them. Here, I'll grab the one I kept. This is a really nice machine. This is a HP Elite book. I don't even know the model off the top of my head. This is the 8440p with first gen i5 in it, 4 gigabytes of, I believe, DDR3 RAM inside. No hard drive. But this thing is just built like a tank. Like, I really love the build quality of this machine, and I will be making a upgrade video on this machine in the next coming weeks. I plan to give this to either my sister or my mom. Gonna buy a new battery, solid state drive, of course clean out the heatsink and apply new thermal paste. So we're gonna be tearing this all down, and that should make a nice little upgrade video. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put on this yet. Maybe Windows if it goes to my sister, maybe Linux if it goes to my mom. So that's up in the air right now. Your camera is slow. Yes, I know. Whoa. Oh my goodness, the live chat keeps skipping down while I'm trying to read questions, and it's really really confusing. Why is the audio and video not synced? It's like off by 5 seconds. I know. It's just the way I have OBS set up right now. It's not working out too well. I can't find any other decent questions. I just want to buy that kind of laptop. They are so cool. Yes, the EliteBooks are very, very nice machines. I mean, this is a high quality laptop. I had some 17-inch workstations. They were massive, but they were also built very, very well. So I'm really loving these EliteBooks. If you want to check these out, I had a video about them. It's the first auction haul video. I think it's called auction hauls. And I got like a lot of 10 of these. So if you want to check that out, it's in my channel somewhere. It's a couple videos back. I think I made it 2 or 3 months ago. What is your daily driver PC? My daily driver is a Lenovo T430. I have that right here. That's what I'm running OBS on right now. Oh my god, I'm getting so many weird questions right now. Guys, chill out. Holy cow. You guys are going to town. You're just trying to make me feel awkward. Alright, anyone else got any legit questions for me? None of this, oh my goodness, you guys. What camera are you using? So I already talked about my Nikon. I already talked about my Nikon D5300. This is a camera I use primarily for filming. I also have a backup camera. This is an oldie. This is actually what I started YouTube with, but I use it every once in a while. This is a Kodak. Where does it say it? ZI-8. They don't make this anymore. This was released in like, I don't even know. I think this was released in 2008 maybe. And it shoots 1080p video at 60 no, it shoots 720p video at 60 FPS, 1080p video at 30 FPS. So this is my backup camera, and then right now I'm using this Ape Man action camera that I bought off Amazon for like $70, I think. Will you make a video on the Raspberry Pi? Do you have any plans for videos on the Raspberry Pi? Yes, I do. I was going to make a video on the Raspberry Pi Zero, but the CubeSat team has my Raspberry Pi Zero, so I need to get another one of those. They're only $5, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm not sure if they're hard to get anymore, because they used to be very, very hard to obtain. Like, it took me a very long time to get one just because everyone was after one, because they're like, oh, $5 computer, I want that. But I think the hype has kind of died down, and if I can get my hands on one of those, I'll probably make 1 or 2 videos on it. How hard is your drive? I'm not going to answer that question. Wow, guys. I'm a high schooler and I got accepted to RIT for computer engineering. Any advice to get prepared? Okay, so your first year of college is going to be a complete waste of time, to be honest. It's going to be all of the stuff that you learned in high school all over again. So my first year of college was just me relearning everything I learned in high school. And even the first part of sophomore year was like that. So expect to be incredibly bored out of your mind for the first year or two. And you're not going to learn anything that's actually related to your major in the first year or two. You got to wait a little bit for that. But once you actually start to get into your major specific stuff, it becomes a lot of fun. I did a lot of VHDL this semester, so that was a blast. But just keep in mind that you have to push through the first 2 years. Just get past those first 2 years and you'll be fine. Oh God, guys. I think I'm gonna have to end this. I think I might have to end this stream soon because the questions are just getting completely out of hand. It's actually it's kind of hilarious. But yeah, the questions are getting really weird. Ooh, what is your ideal setup regardless of cost? Okay, so I would kill to have 2 curved Dell 4K monitors on this setup right here. And of course, I would upgrade my PC. Probably, regardless of cost, I'd probably go with a mini ITX build. Some of you are probably scolding at that, but I've always dreamed of building a mini ITX build. And there's currently one Ryzen board on the market, or one AM4 board on the market that is mini ITX, and it was just released. But it's out of stock everywhere because everyone wanted one. So I'd probably go with Ryzen 1700X, 16 gigs of RAM. Micro ITX case, micro ITX board, and probably a 1080 Ti. That's probably all I would be able to fit in there, and along with a nice water cooler. Oh, so the home server question. Everyone has been asking me about that. I just haven't had time to do it yet. I do plan on actually making a video of how to run a web server from your house, and that should be coming up soon. And I keep saying that, and I keep not doing it because I haven't had the time. But that is in the plans, so that will be a video eventually. What is this Google form thing? I announced it in the last subscriber update. It was a Google form where you could ask all of your questions, and I didn't get too many entries, unfortunately. So right now I'm just answering your questions from the live chat section. I think I probably got maybe 50 questions overall, and some of those I couldn't answer because they were a bit ridiculous. Yeah, man, just end it now. Yeah, some people are getting bored. They're like, yeah, this live chat thread is kind of falling apart right now, and I'm running out of questions to answer, so I might call it. I'm gonna scan through this one more time and see if there's any other questions. I got any legit questions. I want more solar power videos. Once again, do plan on building a off-grid solar setup soon. Giveaway soon. Okay, so I've talked about this in the last subscriber update, but I don't have anything else in the back as far as prizes are concerned. I should be getting some new stuff in, and hopefully next month I'll have a giveaway. So that's currently my plan. What is the toughest laptop you have ever owned? Oh my god. Once again, referencing back to the IBM/Lenovo T60. Here we go. This is the toughest laptop I have ever owned. My favorite laptop of all time currently. This is the IBM/Lenovo T60. If you go on eBay, you could probably find one of these for like 10 to 20 bucks. Are you streaming on a laptop or desktop? So I'm streaming on my Lenovo T430, but that's currently hooked up to my docking station setup. So I'll bring the camera around so you guys can see this. And the cable that I'm using is very, very short. But this is my T430 docking station setup. I have a video all about this. Did I get the camera right? I hope the camera's right. Let me get OBS open and see if I put the camera back right. Yeah, it looks okay. That's okay. Ban the trolls. I mean, I'm not gonna deal with it. It's fine. Should I buy a ThinkPad T60 with a Pentium? Did they really ship with Really? I didn't know that. I thought they only shipped with Core 2 Duos. Should I buy a ThinkPad T60 with a Pentium for 55 bucks? No, that's way overpriced. Don't do that. Any tips on starting a technology-based YouTube channel? Okay, so that's very hard because, as I said earlier, the technology channels on YouTube are very saturated. There's just a ton of them, so it's very hard to get into actually running a technology channel on YouTube. It's going to be very hard to gain followers, very hard to stand out. So you have to do something unique. You know, you can't just. Well, you probably can. One big problem with this channel is that I don't do any gaming. So we're losing a lot of viewers there. But I wouldn't recommend just going into, you know, like, oh, I'm going to do like gaming on this and this and this. Cause like there's a bunch of channels that already do that. I think, there's one called like Radeon HD Gaming. And of course you have Greenham Gaming as well. Or no, it's GHG TV. Isn't it Greenham Gaming? It is Greenham Gaming, right? So the technology YouTube channel market is just really saturated right now, and it's really hard to get into anything. If you didn't start early, it's going to be very hard to get into it now. With Windows 2000 going to run Linux Mint instead. That might not be the best idea. You might want to look at something like Puppy Linux first. I would highly recommend looking at Puppy Linux because system requirements are much lower and the overall experience might be a lot better for you if you're going from Windows 2000. Will I ever repair phones? No, no, no. Like this is no. I'm not ever going to repair phones. When will my channel blow up? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Do you mean fail? Like as in crash into the ground and blow up, or blow up as like flourish? And if you're talking about flourish, I have no idea. If you're talking about like head first into the ground, I don't know either. So I have no clue. Will you do a DIY suitcase desktop? What? Suitcase? Like you just put a whole entire computer in a suitcase? That's actually kind of cool. I like that idea. It's a little weird, but I like that. What do you develop VHDL? Oh, sorry. Someone was trying to ask me this. They're like, last try, I give up. What do you develop VHDL with? Active HDL. That's what I use. How much did you pay for the dock? Are you just talking about the dock itself, or are you talking about the whole setup? Like, just for the dock, the laptop dock for the T430, it was like $10. You can get them on eBay for $10. They're really cheap. Does anyone else have a lag in audio? Yes, you are not the only one. We are having audio issues right now. I'm lagging like 3 or 4 seconds behind. Alright, I'm scrolling back down to the bottom. Computer science or robotics? Oh, that's a hard one. Robotics would be really cool, because you'd be combining both. So I would have to say robotics, because you're combining computer science and like actually getting hands-on experience with hardware. So I'd have to say robotics. I think either one has a lot of applications in the field right now. So either one of those, you know, that's a hard one. I'm still thinking about that. You just made my brain hurt. Just exploded everywhere. Yeah, the dock itself. Yeah, the dock itself is only like I think about mine for $15, $13 to $15, somewhere around there. How blue are you? What does that mean? Do I use CloudReady? No, I do not use CloudReady personally. I have played with it in the past, and currently my mom uses it, but I don't personally use it. Do I speak another language? Not really. I took Spanish for 5 years, but I don't remember any of it. So that's kind of embarrassing. I tried to speak another language, but it didn't work out. Is trollism ever going to die out? No. Nope. Sorry. Do you like corn dogs? Not really. It's too much bread for me. Don't really like corn dogs. Was that supposed to be an innuendo? You need to do budget PCs or something, then you will succeed. Well, you need to do budget PCs, and then you need to put gaming in all caps in the title. That's how you succeed. Do you like macaroni cheese? Yes, I love macaroni cheese. There's a macaroni and cheese. What is CloudReady? CloudReady is a Linux distro that's supposed to mimic, what's it called? Chrome OS. It's really easy to use, really simple. Everything's based online, and it was great for my mom because it's really easy for her to use. Yeah, don't make a caps title. I was being sarcastic. If you couldn't hear that in my voice. CloudReady does not handle Android apps. I thought it did. I thought CloudReady did, because I remember installing some sort of Android app like emulation thing on there, and I could play Angry Birds. I had a video on it. Maybe that was a different operating system, but I remember playing a couple games on CloudReady for Android. Huh. Oh, I can't recall now. Let's see your Dell Latitude 2100. What? Oh my god, the live chat questions are just blowing up right now. What's your favorite anime? Wow, is that a stereotype? Because I'm half Korean now. I don't watch anime that much. I watched a little bit of Sword Art Online, and then I kind of stopped. So I'm not really that big into anime. When will you build your new editing PC? When I have the money, which probably isn't going to be for the next 1 or 2 months. What virtual machine software do you perform for performance? I don't really have an answer for that. Please answer. I'm going to... Oh my god. Hey. Whoa. Someone's freaking out right now. Okay, should I study computer programming because I really like PCs and stuff? Um, okay, so if you're talking about hardware, like you're actually like putting together PCs and taking them apart, then computer programming's not that. Computer programming's actually writing code, right? So keep in mind, yes, I mean I love computers and I do a lot of computer science because I'm computer engineering, so I have a computer science minor when I get out. But you're just sitting at a desk and coding a lot. Like it's not hands-on, depending on what you do, I guess. It could be hands-on, depending on what industry you get into. But for the most part, with my experience, computer science has just been sitting at a desk and writing code, which is fun. Fun for me personally because I like writing code. People are getting mad because I'm not answering their questions. Chill out. There's a lot of questions. I can only read so much at one time. How's your battery life on the T430 battery without the slice battery? Oh wow, you get 6 hours? That's actually a lot. I think with Ubuntu Mate on full brightness because whenever I'm on battery, I usually go outside, and when I go outside, I need to crank the brightness up all the way. Battery life is about 4 hours on my T430. Did you patch your PC for the WannaCry virus? Nope, I didn't. Uh, Let us meet your mom. What? What? Well, actually, she's right. I could just call her in, but I'm not going to do that. I don't want to embarrass my mom. Do you have any interest in ham slash amateur radio? I tried to get into it once or twice. I went to a couple presentations on amateur radio at my school, but I never really got into it. I mean, it's interesting just to learn about, but I've never actually been hands on with it. How are you involved with NASA? I'm an intern right now. I can't talk too much about it because I think I'm under an NDA. Uh, but I'm at NASA right now as an intern with the Big Data Analytics team. So I'll be interning there from March 30th to August 4th. And I'll be taking classes at the same time. So working 40 hours and taking classes, that should be fun. And I'm not going to have too much time to make videos. Definitely going to publish at least like one video a week, but not as much as I am publishing right now. What other YouTube channels do you watch? I don't really watch too many other tech channels because I don't want to accidentally copy them. That's a big issue with me. Like if I watch something, I'll subconsciously copy it on accident. So I don't like to watch tech channels. I watch Soviet Womble a lot because I just think it's funny. Like in the morning when I have some spare time, I'll be drinking my coffee and I'll open up YouTube and I'll type in Soviet Womble. And I'm like, oh look, there's this I guess it's not really a stream because he edits out part of it. But he has like these let's play videos and they're just hilarious. I love them. Do I sleep in this room? Yes, I sleep in this room. This is my room along with my office. It's a pretty big room. And it's also like my shipping quarters. So this is where I pack all my laptops up to be shipped and everything. So sometimes it's an absolute mess. Uh, what platform do you prefer? What platform do you prefer for gaming? Definitely Windows. Sorry, Windows still tops everything as far as gaming is concerned. What university are you at? I'm at Old Dominion University right now, and I take classes at my local community college too. How do you keep productive? I don't know. Just always find something to do. There is always something to do. Whether it's updating my servers in the back, cloning a drive, making backups. I always have stuff to do because I work at home. So it's great for me because I always like being busy. I always like actually having stuff to do because if I don't have stuff to do, then I'm just like sitting here and I'm like, what do I do with my life? So I'll just open up a book or get on Battlefield. Um, but yeah, I always like to keep myself busy. Uh, okay, just some more news on the Android app support on Neverwhere. Someone's posting about that. That's interesting. How tall is your room? I'm 6'4", so I think the room's about 10 feet tall. We got pretty high ceilings in here, which is very nice. I stared into these new lights I bought, and now I can't see anything because the lights are super bright. Oh my god, I'm blinded. Oh, I can't even read the screen now. Is there more review stuff coming? Um. Whoa. Once again, keep it appropriate in the comment section. Actually, I'm going to delete that. What the fuck? Oh wow, I just cursed. See, you made me curse. Look what you're doing to me. I never do that ever. All right, message deleted. Yeah, I am 6'4". Like if I stand up, like I'm 6'4". I don't know if it comes out on the wide angle lens, but I'm 6'4". What's my age? I'm 19. Yeah, I know my audio has latency issues. I've been going over this for like ever. Is there more review stuff coming? Yes, I have a, here, let me grab it actually. I'll just show you guys. So these are the next two reviews. I have this Orico USB 3.0, 3.5-inch hard drive docking station. And then I have this Aki mechanical keyboard that they sent over. And then I made a, not really a deal, but Banggood contacted me and they want me to review some small like mini PCs from them. So I have a couple of those coming in as well. So yep, I have more review stuff coming in. I'm not dabbing. I will not dab on this camera. It's not happening. Yeah, you've never heard me swear because I like to keep this channel family friendly. I don't like to curse or anything on this channel because, once again, I like to keep it family friendly. Let me get some water. Now, I keep saying I'm going to wrap this up, but I think I'm about to wrap this up because I've been live for a long time right now. He sweared. Yes, I sweared. I'm sorry. Favorite junk food? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Favorite junk food? I like those Ruffles. I think they're called Ruffles. Cheddar flavored chips. It's my favorite junk food. How tall are you compared to your family? My family's very tall. My dad's 6'4" as well. So I have a very tall family. Alright, I'm just scrolling through the live comment section once again. Wait, you are 19. Yes, I am 19. Do a diss track. What does that mean? Do you ever curse when you're not recording? Admittedly, yes. Unfortunately, you know, I do sometimes. I live in a big family, and I try not to be a bad influence on my younger siblings. But, you know, it does happen, so yeah. Do you have a supercomputer? No, I do not have a supercomputer. It's just 1 hour. Oh, has this been 1 hour? Oh my god, I've been live for 1 whole hour? That's absolutely crazy. I've been talking for an hour. Oh my god. That's insane. Have you ever been in a fight before? No, I don't think I have. Never. Not like a physical confrontation. Nope. Do you have pets? Yep, I just showed my dog up here like 30 minutes ago because we've been recording for an hour apparently. Favorite operating system? Right now it's Ubuntu Mate, but that might change. We used a Rico dual bay for doing drive cloning at the shop, and I worked at. Oh, I worked at. Okay. Was it any good? Did you like it? Because I tested it earlier because my desktop was down, and it worked very well. I loved it. Review WannaCrypt. I feel like a lot of people have done that already. I don't think we need anyone else reviewing WannaCrypt. It's Ubuntu Mate. Isn't it Mate? I know it's not mate. It's not pronounced mate. It's Mate, right? What games do I play? Once again, I already said this. I do play a little Minecraft. Someone brought that up, 1v1 me in Minecraft. I do play a little Minecraft, but mainly right now, when I have the time, I'm playing Battlefield 4. Because my friend plays it, and I like playing games with him. Do you know BeamNG Drive? Yes, I used to play BeamNG. God, that's hard for me to say. But I used to play BeamNG Drive, and I really liked it. Do you have a job outside of YouTube? Yes, I'm interning at NASA right now. Why do you always use Ubuntu than Windows? I use both operating systems. I have both operating systems installed on my laptop. I use Ubuntu Mate mainly for school stuff, so for programming, C++, Java, because Eclipse and CodeBlocks runs very well on Linux. And then I'll use Windows for developing VHDL. And then back here, my editing rig is a Windows machine. This has Windows 7 installed on it because I don't like editing on Windows 10. It just doesn't fit my workflow. So I'm sticking with Windows 7 right now. When I build the new rig, I'll probably upgrade. I'm probably just going to force myself to upgrade to Windows 10 and deal with it. What about Hackintosh? That's always been something that I've been interested in building, but I've never gone to it. So yeah, in the future, probably. Hackintosh might be coming up. Do I use Tor? No, I do not use Tor. I don't have that much experience. I know what Tor is. I just don't have that much experience with it. Would you use Remix OS? Okay, so last time I tested Remix OS, I didn't really like it. There were a lot of problems with it, but that was over a year ago, so I'm sure it's a lot better. And that would actually be a good follow-up video. I want to move to Linux and I need tutorials on OBS. Oh my god. Okay, so that's actually funny. So I was trying to get my my 4K camera to be recognized on Linux and it wouldn't recognize it. So I had to boot back into Windows to broadcast through OBS. So I'm running on Windows 10 right now instead of using Ubuntu Mate because Ubuntu Mate would not recognize my camera. And it was extremely frustrating because I like using, I would prefer to use Ubuntu Mate. Do I have a TV? Yeah, there's a TV right there. I don't use it that much because I don't really watch TV. We don't have cable, so we have like the rabbit ears that come out, and we get like 5 channels. So, I mean, I don't watch TV that much. Most of my TV or media consumption is done through Netflix or YouTube. Can you give me an iPhone 7? No, no, I can't even afford an iPhone 7. Why would I give you an iPhone 7? No. Do you pirate software? Okay, so when I was younger, yes. Now I don't, because I actually want to support companies and actually pay for stuff, because I have money now. But when I was younger, probably like 13 or 14, yeah, I pirated occasional software here and there. But now, no. Not at all. I do not like pirating software. I'm highly against it now because I think, you know, if you're going to actually go to the trouble to download something and pirate it, you should actually be standing behind it. It should be something that you want to pay for. That's my problem with Windows right now. Is I actually buy licenses for Windows, but I'm not a huge fan of Windows. Like when I download Ubuntu Mate, I donate to Ubuntu Mate because I love Ubuntu Mate. But when I pay like $20 for a Windows license, I don't know. I'm just like, really? Really? Why? So no, I don't pirate software. I think it's wrong. Can I get OBS on Ubuntu Mate? Yeah, you can get OBS on Ubuntu Mate. I think it should just be one command, just a get command, I think. Can you make a Windows file server from Linux the easy way? Yeah, just use FreeNAS. Just use FreeNAS. Should I swap my dual monitor setup for my 60-inch? No. That's a bad idea. Do not use a 60-inch TV as your monitor. You will go blind. That's horrible. You won't be able to see anything either because you'll be too like close to it. Say the letter X 10 times fast. No. How good is your internet connection / service provider? So I am using Cox right now. And I believe we get 100 megabits per second down and like 30 megabits per second up, so not too shabby. Especially considering that we live like out in the wildlife refuge. It's fine. Internet speeds are fine. What is my name? My name is Braxton. What do you think about Synergy? Huh? I'm not sure what that is. Audio and video out of sync. Please fix this. I know. How many times am I gonna have to say this? I know. I can't do anything about it, guys. I'm sorry. This is the first time I've ever broadcasted live with OBS, so I knew there were gonna be some hiccups. And yes, there are some hiccups right now. I have 2 monitors on my desktop and wish I had a secondary one for my laptop. Well, actually, I've been using my ThinkPad T430 right now with just this ultra-wide monitor, and it's so wide, and the resolution, it's like 2560 by 1080. The resolution is high enough where I don't need a second monitor. I can actually just throw two things up side by side, and it's like I have two monitors up there. So maybe you should consider getting a ultra wide monitor. I have 5 megabits per second download and 0.75 upload. Wow. Is that a mobile connection? That sounds like a mobile connection. There's no way. What do you think about house robots like the Roomba? I don't know. I couldn't afford one. I've never messed with them. I have a friend that uses a 40-inch curved 4K for his monitor. It's a little big. I don't know about that. What music do you listen to? So the only thing that got me through my final exams this semester were classic Disney songs. So I had Pandora Disney open the whole entire time when I was studying, and that's what I was listening to. I also like classic rock. Those are two like completely different things. But yeah, I love classic rock, and I also love Disney music. You think pirating software is wrong because you work with technology, but if you were a musician, you would think that pirating music is wrong. Pirating is always wrong, but you can't buy everything. Yeah, pirating anything is wrong. Like, you should actually support the stuff that you are buying. Or, not buying, but downloading. Because if you're pirating, you're not buying it. Thanks to all of your ThinkPad videos, I bought a... Is that L? Oh, you got the L430. I kind of wish I bought the L430 because I would like a slightly larger screen. But actually, the T430 has been just fine because it's nice and portable. What are the specs of your ThinkPad T430? Oh, do I have Neo? Oh, God. I was about to pop open Terminal and just run NeoFetch to see what my system specs are. But I can't do that because I'm on Windows. Okay, so I have a quad-core i7. It's the one with the 35-watt TDP. I don't know the model number off the top of my head. So yes, that is quad-core with 8 threads. I have 8 gigabytes of DDR3, 120 gigabyte solid-state drive, and a 1600 by 900 screen. I have 210 megabits per second download and 76 upload. Wow, that's not bad. Everyone's just posting their internet speeds now. Review your laptop dock. I have. I made a video all about it. I made a video where I actually put this thing together and built it. So that video is up there. It's called like Ultimate Laptop Docking Station or something like that. It's in my older videos. So just scroll through there. Do I still use the Dell netbook? Yes, that is the Dell Latitude 2120, and my mom uses it. It has Cloud Radio on it with a 20 gigabyte solid state drive, and she uses that to just browse the internet. Do you like the T420? I don't have a T420. I've worked with a T410, I've worked with a T430, and of course the T60, but I've never actually had a T420. 1 hour and 15 minutes. God, I've been going at this forever. I mean, you guys actually still have some good questions. The trolling has kind of died down, so I'm still gonna stay on here and broadcast for a little bit. I gotta go. I'll message you on Facebook later. All right. Yeah. By the way, you know, if you want to talk to me a little bit more after this, I do have the Facebook page. I reply to messages on there like once a week. So if you want to talk to me some more, drop a like on the Facebook page, and you can message me there. Yeah, I don't even run antivirus on my computer anymore. I did that for a while, and then just to be safe, I installed Windows Defender on the Windows 7 machine. But with Windows 10, Windows Defender is already there, so you don't really have to worry too much about anything. Plus, I use Windows a lot. I mean, Linux a lot, so, you know, with Linux, I don't worry at all. Best antivirus software? For Linux, that's not really an issue. For Windows, I just use Windows Defender. If you're smart about your internet browsing habits, you really don't need like antivirus software. And it's probably not the best thing to tell people, but that's what I've personally found. Where do you get laptop CPUs? Off eBay. I get about 2 hours of battery life on my T420. Wow, really? That's it? Are you running Windows or Linux? There's no way you're only getting 2 hours of battery life out of your T420. That's crazy. Maybe you bought a aftermarket battery and the capacity's a lie. That's not much at all. Wow, that's really bad. I disabled Windows Defender. I also work as a malware specialist. Yeah, I mean, You can just go with absolutely no antivirus software. Just be smart about what you're doing on the internet. Yeah, Malwarebytes is also definitely a good one. I get 20 minutes on my laptop battery life. Dude, get a new battery. Oh my god, that's not even a laptop at that point. Like, you can't take it anywhere. On my Asus ZenBook, I get 10 hours of battery. Wow. Oh, is that one of those, like, tiny little, like, netbook things? My laptop gets 0 hours of battery life. Oh. What sound system do you use to listen to music? I'm not sure if you meant application or hardware. I usually just use Pandora with headphones. What rock bands do you like? Guns N' Roses, definitely. AC/DC. You know, all the big ones that everyone's heard about. I pretty much like it. You guys are probably going to think I'm a bit childish, but I also like Caged Elephants. It's okay. What else you guys got for me? Windows 10 on my T420 is what I use. Wow, and you're getting that. Don't they? I think Lenovo has a utility for that, don't they? Don't they have like a battery management utility? Maybe you should look at that because 2 hours of battery life on a 9-cell battery on a T420 is a bit low. So there's something going on there. Do I watch Hulu? No, I don't pay for a Hulu subscription. I have Netflix. Do you like System of a Down? No, I never heard of that. Sorry. What's the lightest Linux distro? Damn Small Linux. Definitely damn... Oh, actually, no, there's one that runs on a floppy drive. But Damn Small Linux is pretty damn light. It's 50 megabyte Linux distro. Doesn't really run that much. It uses probably like maybe 40 megabytes of RAM on startup. I mean, it is a really, really, really light Linux distribution. So if you want something super, super stripped down, basic and light, then take a look at Damn Small Linux. And of course, that's running a GUI. So if you strip that down and just run it headless, I mean, you're using even less resources. System of a Down is a band. Well, I got that. I've just never heard of it. The battery management does not seem to work in Windows 10 for some reason. Well, that doesn't really surprise me, to be honest. Maybe you should try... I mean, don't install a Linux distro because you might not be completely dedicated to it yet. But maybe you should try putting a Linux distro on a flash drive and then running it live for a little bit and see what kind of battery life you get. Because it's very odd that you're only getting 2 hours of battery life with a 9-cell battery in a T420. That's a little bit suspicious to me. What is a complete Linux distro and light, but up to date? Puppy Linux, definitely take a look at Puppy Linux. If you want something that's a little bit easier to use, then take a look at Xubuntu. That's Xubuntu, Xubuntu. That might be a little bit better for you because I think it's using GNOME. I might be wrong about that, but it's very, very easy to use. Could you give me a shout out? Sure, Face Ted6. Here's your shout out. I don't know what you wanted. I'm sorry. Oh, everyone's like Linux Mint. Yeah, Linux Mint is also a good one, but I think it's a little bit heavier on the resources than Puppy Linux or Xubuntu. Oh my god, no, I'm not gonna give shoutouts to everyone. Chill out. I prefer PC Linux OS Mate myself. No. What do you think of Linux Mint? I've never actually used it permanently on like a machine. I've tried it, and it's okay. Definitely okay for beginners, too. To get someone into Linux, I would definitely recommend shoving Linux Mint in their face, because it's not a bad OS to start out with. Can I install DSL into a SD card / flash drive? I've installed it on a flash drive before. You can use Universal USB Installer to do that. And it does work. I think I did it through like USB 1.0 though, and then I also used Plop. It's a floppy drive like bootloading utility to get to work on a AMD K6 machine. So yes, you can install DSL to a flash drive. What's my favorite Windows? Windows 7 Pro. Yeah, Windows 7 Pro. Do you know Linus Sebastian? Oh, you mean the guy that runs Linus Tech Tips? No, I don't know him personally. Why is everyone just doing smiley faces? Oh, it's just one person. Who? Oh, I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Is that Bindu Komar? Komar? I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't want to butcher your name on camera anymore. Anyway, how do you boot computers that won't boot from USB drive? Look up plop. Let me see if I can find it right now. Actually, can I? Am I allowed to post in my own live chat? I didn't actually consider that. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I use plop. I put plop on a floppy drive, and I use that to boot old computers from a USB flash drive. So here, I'll put the link in the description, or not the description. I'm so used to saying that. I'll put the link in the live chat. There we go. I think that actually worked. Cool. Can you pronounce my name? Yeah, it's Alex's Tech. I got that. Oh, I missed some comments. Good luck saying my name. No, I'm not going to try. Can you run Linux on a Chromebook, and could you do a video on it? That's one I don't know, because I've never actually owned a piece of hardware that's shipped with Chrome OS on it. So I've never tried that. If I have some money laying around, I might buy a Chromebook and check it out, or maybe I could get Banggood to send one over. But never tried that before. What? Oh, I don't. Someone's leaving some weird comment. I don't know what that is. Where were you born? I was born in. Not Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Virginia. Membrane or mechanical? Which keyboard is good for programming? I gotta tell you, I switched from a membrane to a mechanical keyboard, and it's like light and day. Definitely a mechanical keyboard for programming, especially if you're typing a ton. Really comfortable on the fingers. Love mechanical keyboard. Could you do a shout out to my brother that is watching your stream? His name is Watch. What? I don't know how to pronounce that. Do you like the new KB Lake refresh coming out in Q4? I don't have a comment on that at the moment. Have you tried Arch Linux in all caps? Arch Linux. I've heard of Arch Linux and I've heard good things about it. Haven't tried it. Yes, it is possible to add Linux to a Chromebook. Okay, well that makes sense. Windows or Linux for a server? Yes, Linux for a server. Always Linux for a server in my opinion. I've run Windows servers and I've run Linux servers, and let me tell you, managing a Linux server is a million times easier than managing a Windows server. That's my opinion, though. That's my personal opinion. Someone is posting some weird comments in the live chat. No, I'm not doing any more shoutouts, guys. Sorry. Please do a review of the Rapu V56 and V510 keyboard. Never heard of that brand or keyboard. I'm doing a review on this Oddkey keyboard though soon. This Oddkey mechanical keyboard. This should be interesting. I've never heard of never heard of that. Do you like bagels? Yeah. That was the only thing I ate this semester for breakfast, and now I started eating oatmeal, and I like oatmeal a lot better. Best OS for a media server. Just use FreeNAS. FreeNAS, like pretty much anything NAS related, just use FreeNAS. Did you design AA logo by yourself? Maybe some AA logo for a giveaway prize? What do you mean? Well, okay, so I can answer the first part of that question. No, I did not. I did not design the AA logo myself. Someone who still watches my channel, by the way, there's a user named Danny Strutwick. And he actually gave the AA logo to me for free. He's like, here, I'm good at design. Let me craft up this logo for you. And he sent it to me, and it was actually very good. And I've just stuck with it. It's a very nice logo, and it was a very nice thing to do. I really appreciated that. What's the best Linux laptop? Oh, that came out weird. I can only talk for so long before everything starts to go downhill. What's the best Linux laptop? I'm reaching for it. I'm reaching for it. No, not this one. Nope, not that one. IBM T60 makes a great Linux laptop. I did have some issues with the Wi-Fi at first. Every once in a while it will disconnect, so that might be an issue. Maybe you can throw a different Wi-Fi card in here, but I think the Wi-Fi cards for these are whitelisted. But yeah, this made a very, very good Linux machine. I was running Ubuntu Mate on it for however long I had this. I think like probably 6 months. Made a very, very good Linux machine. And it's only like 10 to 20 bucks on eBay. Have you ever been in a data center, and how big was it? No, I've never actually been inside a data center. Maybe I'll get to tour one inside NASA. When is hardware not powerful? Oh yeah, someone also suggested using Open Media Vault. That's also a very good option. I want to be a network technician, but I only want to go to college to get certs because tech evolves. Oh, yeah, I did consider doing that. I considered just going to like trade school or something like that and just getting certifications. But I got a scholarship to university, so I thought, why not, you know? System 76. Why did someone just put Yeah, System 76 is an interesting laptop manufacturer. They make a lot of, well, they make mainly Linux laptops. I don't think they have any Windows machines that they ship out. But yeah, if you're interested in a decent Linux laptop, then System 76 is definitely a good option there. FKU. Oh, that's nice. All right, let me put user in timeout. Oh, is that a thing? Block. Can I block? See ya. All right. How about newer laptops? Yeah. So speaking of newer laptops, ThinkPad T420, or T430, or T410, because I've tested Linux on the T430 and T410. Linux works very well on those machines. And then I've read on forums that the T420 has exceptional Linux support. So definitely somewhere between those laptops, T410, T420, T430. How do you deal with spam? I delete it and ignore it. System 76 is the best Linux laptop. Well, that's definitely an opinion, but they are a decent option for sure. Give any of the newer ThinkPad T-Series laptops for a... Yeah, exactly. That's what I just said. Yep. Do you know how to run two different OSs on one machine at the same time? Yeah, that's really easy. Install Windows and then install Linux. It'll give you an option to do a dual boot configuration, and you're good as gold. It's not very hard at all. Puts it on two separate partitions for you. Makes it really easy. Can you install Windows XP? It's not supported anymore. Why would I install Windows XP? Like, I might do it just for old time's sake, but no, I wouldn't install Windows XP. Have you met the computer genius Nasir Anwar? No? Nope. That name sounds really familiar though. He didn't have to he didn't do AES 128-bit encryption, did he? No, I don't think so. I don't know where I heard that name before. I probably read it on like Wikipedia or something. Have you used Twitch? No, I don't stream. I don't game and stream. What is your favorite subject? Well, computer engineering. Science, I guess? Would that fall under science? That just falls under engineering. What do you feel about the ThinkPad T530? Wait, T530. T530. Wait, is that really a model? Am I going crazy? Oh, I'll come back to that question. I'm not sure about that. Raspberry Pi or Banana Pi? Raspberry Pi. The community for Raspberry Pi is much better than Banana Pi. So if you're just getting started, then definitely go with the Raspberry Pi. What programming languages do you know? So I'm acquainted with Java. Not really super familiar with it though. I know a lot of C++, HTML, and CSS, of course, because I run the websites. And I think that's really about it for now. I have a couple books over here I'm looking at. Yeah. So people have been asking me to do Python. I haven't written any Python yet. It might be something I get into over the summer, especially during my internship at NASA. But right now I only primarily know HTML, CSS, C++, and Java. Oh, okay. T530 is just a bigger version of the T430. Okay, I thought that was the L. I thought the L series was that. What's the L series then? I'm getting all my models all mixed up now, man. My eMachine T. I'm not sure. Okay, so someone said my eMachine's T3646 with CPU upgrade and graphics and memory upgrade takes long to post. Why would that be? There might be an option in your BIOS to do like a quick boot or something like that. I forget exactly what the option is called. You should look into that. My really old computer can't boot from USB, and the DVD drive also doesn't work. There is a corrupted version of Linux, and the mouse keyboard can't move. What should I do? I've talked about this already. You can use... Does it have a floppy drive? If it has a floppy drive, then you can use plop. You can use plop to boot from it. Or you can use a... Yeah, take a look at plop. I put the link in the live chat. That's definitely something you want to take a look up. Yeah, do some research since you're getting your models mixed up. Yeah, I did research at one point, and I had all my models correct. And now during this live stream, I'm just losing all of them. It's because I've been broadcasting for an hour and a half. I blame it on the time I've been broadcasting. I know C++, HTML, PHP, CSS. Wow, you know a lot. That's awesome. Who's that? Bob Cyber? Do you work somewhere, or are you just a student? That's sweet. It's a lot of languages you got under your belt there. Burn that PC. What? Oh, you can also take the HD. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's probably something that I should have suggested. This guy whose name I can't pronounce just said you can also take the hard drive out of it, put it into another machine, and reinstall Linux, and then put the hard drive back in the old laptop. That's a very good option. That's my favorite. Good job. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Do you drink alcohol? No. Do some eGPU setup for older ThinkPad. Well, I can actually do that for this because this has a express card slot in it. So maybe in the future. FYI, T530 is a discontinued model. Well, so is the T430. All the X30 series are discontinued. I'm doing my levels in the UK. IDK, what are levels? What is a level? What is a level? I'm doing my A levels in the UK. IDK, what A levels are equivalent to in the US. I guess A levels are like classes? Is that a thing? I've never heard of that before. Will you make more videos on your servers? Yeah, I'm going to have to upgrade the drives. Those drives have a ton of hours on them. I think they're sitting at like 28,000 hours right now. These drives have a lot of hours on them. So they need to be replaced soon. Best $100 PC. Okay, so I'm actually doing a video on a Windows 10 PC that has Windows 10 installed, 2 gigabytes of RAM, quad-core Atom for $80 off Banggood. I was interested in that because I was like, wow, that's really cheap. So that's in a video coming up. So there's your budget PC for the month. What Android tablet do you use? I don't really use my tablet that much anymore, but I have a Nexus 7 in the back from like many years ago. And that's chugging along just fine. It's a very good tablet. A levels are kind of like finals, I guess. Okay. How do you know the hours of your drive? You could use something like Crystal Disk Mark to check your hours. It'll read all the smart data back to you, and that's how you can get the hours of your drive. Here, I'll go on, here, let me look it up. I'll put the link in there for you. Crystal Disk Mark. Oh, I just typed in Crystal, and of course the Wikipedia article came up. There we go. 1 second. I'm just finding this. I'm gonna have to cut this because I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom in just a second. I've been sitting here for a long time. There we go. There we go. I put Crystal Disk Mark in there for you, so you're ready to go now. Just check that out. You could read the hours of your drive off of that. What phone do you use? Same question. Galaxy S4. Best Linux distro for beginners. Okay, we were just talking about this. And a lot of people were suggesting Linux Mint is a good one to look at, and also Ubuntu Mate. And if you want to, you can look at Ubuntu, but once again, I'm not a huge fan of Unity. So I'm not really inclined to recommend that, but Ubuntu is definitely also one that you can check out. That's like the mainstream Linux distro. But certainly not the best. I want a Galaxy S8. Yes, I want a Galaxy S8 too. It's a beautiful phone, but it's very expensive, and I'm not going to buy that outright. Use a Galaxy S5? Yep. I mean, a Galaxy S4, don't get me wrong, it's still a great phone, but it's just time to upgrade. I'm looking for a better camera mainly, because the camera on this is just awful. So if this had a better camera, I wouldn't mind just sticking with it for the next couple years, but the camera is just so bad, and since I do media production, I need a decent camera on my phone. No racist questions, please. Don't do that. That's mean. Have you ever used a HP EliteBook 8560W? Aren't those the ones I just got? Give me a sec. Let me go on eBay and check. Because I'm selling them right now. Let me see what models those were. I'm finding them. Oh no, these are 8730Ws. Okay. So no, I haven't used that model of EliteBook. HP or ThinkPad? ThinkPad. Oh. Oh. Well, no, I would still have to go with ThinkPad. I mean, these EliteBooks are... Whoa! I almost destroyed that on camera. Anyway, these EliteBooks are very, very nice, but I think I still have to go with ThinkPad. Have you ever owned an Apple product? I've used Apple products, and I've used macOS. I've never actually owned one, so that'd be an interesting video. My first Apple product. What GPU do you use? I use a GTX 750 Ti right now. I'm planning to upgrade to either a 1050 Ti or a GTX 1070 when I build the Ryzen PC. The S4 is awful. No, it's not. Dude, I've been using this for like 2.5 years. This is a great phone. I mean, you might have had a different experience with it, but with my personal experience, I mean, the S4 has been great. The only problem is I'm with T-Mobile, and T-Mobile has held back the some of the OS upgrades, so that kind of sucks. S6 maybe no. Definitely going with the Honor 8 right now. Huawei Honor 8 is my phone. How to check RAM failure? Oh no, I lost the there's a application, there's an OS that you can pretty much just boot into and it'll tell. Oh, memtest. Yeah, just use memtest. Here, I'll put the link to that in the live chat. You can put this on a DVD or flash drive or whatever, and you can boot into it. There we go. I have too many tabs open right now. Have you watched Louise Rossmann before? Yes, I have, and some of his ThinkPad videos are very interesting. I like his ThinkPad videos. Where did you get that giant solder? This is called a rotary mat. I bought this at Michael's because I had a coupon. I would have bought it online, but it was cheaper just buy it from Michael's because I had a coupon. It's if you want the exact dimensions, this one is like 36 by 24. 36 by 24. It's called a rotary mat. You can look it up on Amazon. Can you please get a Twitter account? No. I already have too many accounts to manage right now. I don't want any more accounts, especially considering that I have to manage the websites and stuff like that. Like, if I could hire someone to do that, I might get a Twitter account, but no, it's not happening right now. I got way too much stuff to deal with. Do you use a solid state drive or hard drive? I use solid state drive for the primary OS, and then I use hard drives to store all of my archive data. Like my archive videos, and then for the web servers, I also use traditional hard drives. My laptop just has a 120 gigabyte Adata SP550 solid state drive in it. What is too much for you? I'm not sure what you mean by that. There was a lot of audio lag. I know, I'm sorry. Can you make more Blender to the intro tutorials? I never made tutorials, but I did upload some free Blender stuff, like some intros, and that's on my secondary site, aacatarchives.com. But I never actually did Blender tutorials because I'm not very good at using Blender, to be honest. I'm actually pretty crummy at it. Have any of your SSDs died? No, none of my SSDs have died personally. My friend had this HyperX solid state drive that bit the dust, and that's really the only instance I've ever personally seen where a solid state drive has died. I mean, I've seen plenty of stuff online, but with my experience, they don't die that often. Which RAM company is the best? You're going to get a whole bunch of different stuff on that. Do you have a girlfriend? No, not right now. I don't really have time for that. I got way too much stuff to do. What is the most expensive thing you have? Well, there were a bunch of college textbooks in here. Now they're gone because I sent them back because I was renting them. So those were the most expensive things I had. The most expensive thing in this room is probably going to be that 4K... Oh, no. It's probably my desktop. I put quite a bit of money into my desktop. Some of it was wasted because I couldn't wait for Ryzen, so I just went with a FX 8350, I think. And that was a big waste of money. I kind of regret that. But but yeah, my gaming PC, not gaming PC, my editing PC right now is probably worth in the realm of 800, 700, $800 total. Have you ever used a cassette tape? Nope, never used a cassette tape. Or, oh, you mean like to play music or to like run applications like on an older computer? To play music, yeah, I've used a cassette tape. But not to like run applications off of, like with an older, like really, we're talking really old system. What is the cheapest thing you have? Altoids 10? Oh, that's a hard question. There's plenty of cheap stuff in this room. Let's see. I don't think you guys got any more good questions. Why did you build an AMD PC instead of Intel? I think it was just cheaper. I wanted something with 8 cores, and the AMD 8350 fit my budget and my needs, so I went with the 8350. Yeah, someone's like AMD is cheaper. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I did that. What Ryzen CPU should I buy for gaming and editing? Definitely go with the 1700 series. I am putting memtest on a flash drive. Good job. Awesome. For the money, Intel or AMD? Right now, I would definitely go with Ryzen. But Intel is launching their i9 series, their i9 lineup of CPUs, so that should be interesting. I'm not sure how much they're going to cost upon release. My guess is that it's going to be a lot, though. What mouse and keyboard is that? All right, so this is a JE Tech model 0883 mouse. I bought this for like $5 off Amazon. This is a really cheap mouse. This keyboard, on the other hand, is a nice mechanical keyboard. It's from Drevo. It was on Amazon for like $30. If you look up mechanical keyboard on Amazon and then filter for stuff that's below like $35, this should pop up. A very good mechanical keyboard. I didn't do a review on it just because I didn't feel like it, and I just wanted to get this set up together. But I did talk about it a little bit in the Ultimate Docking Station video build. That's the video. What are you studying? I'm studying computer engineering, and I will have a minor in computer science when I get out. I was going to study computer engineering and electrical engineering, get a double major in that, but I don't want to be here for that much longer. I don't want to be here for longer than I have to. After like 2 years of college, I just kind of want to get out as soon as possible. So I might pursue that. I might not. It just depends how things work out. Plus, if I stay here for 5 years, I'm not getting a scholarship for the 5th year, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. Oh, remember when you made a video about running Windows on a USB flash drive? How long do you think that USB would last, or the USB flash drive would last? That would make a very cool experiment. Wow. Depends how much you read and write to it, like you read and wrote to it. But if you're just using it for like basic stuff, like office stuff, Word, PowerPoint, that kind of thing, it'd probably last for a very long time. You could probably get a couple years out of it. Is computer science the same as computer engineering? No, not at all. So computer engineering, we actually design hardware. We actually build different hardware to perform different tasks. You're working a lot with Verilog and VHDL. With computer science, you're not really doing that, which has been fun. I haven't really gotten into the hardware design too much yet. I've gone into some basic stuff. I had a ECE 300 level like digital design class, which was very interesting, very good class. Taught me a lot about digital design. But most of the stuff that I've learned about digital design is through my CubeSat team, because we are designing a processing board for our Cube satellite, and pretty much the entire time I'm just combing through data sheets looking at what pins do what. It's very frustrating because these data sheets are like 1,000 pages long, and it gets very repetitive and very boring trying to do actually design this stuff. But I do find it fun, and I think once it's done, it's gonna be very fulfilling. But yeah, you're doing a lot of hardware design with computer engineering. As with computer science, it's more of just coding. What do you think about Vista? Whew. Well, you saw my cringe right there, so obviously I don't think very well of Vista. It's an okay operating system. Actually, on my first laptop, which is this one right here, And I'm gonna cut this off definitely at the 2 hour mark because that's like excessive. But on this, this was my first laptop, and this ran Vista. I used Vista for a couple of years, and it was okay. Like, it got everything done that I needed it to get done. I did some video editing on it. This is the computer that started me out on YouTube, so I actually ran video editing software on this. It was the stock Kodak. It was from Kodak. It was like Kodak. I don't even remember. It was a video editing software from Kodak, if you could believe that. And I ran it on this with Vista. Works okay, you know. But today I definitely wouldn't run Vista. I mean, system requirements are a bit ridiculous. It's a bit heavy on the resources, and it's just not my preferred OS. Would you ever make a dual CPU PC? I have a dual CPU. I have a dual CPU PC in the back. It has 2 Pentium 3s in it. I have a video on it. It's called the IBM X server, I think, and that is under old computer overviews on my channels. What do you? Okay. Oh, sorry. Am I speaking too fast? My bad. I'll slow down a little bit. Some people are like, "Whoa, you're flying." Yeah, I know. How old are you? 19. Already done this. What computer do you use as your server right now? Okay, so I have one server that's. I'm not going to tell you guys what it does. It's kind of like. Actually, I'll just tell you guys what it does. It's a Minecraft server, but I'm going to take it down, so it doesn't really matter. And then I have another server. That runs the secondary website, which is acatarchives.com. So for those, I have a HP compact machine, and then the other one, it's like a not Dell Inspiron. I think it is Dell Inspiron. It's a like thin Dell Inspiron 531S or 530S, and I have videos on both of those machines in my channel under old computers. Give me a Minecraft IP, no. It's the server is blocked. You can't get on it. What do you think about YouTube UI? It's okay. The new YouTube UI is easy to navigate. I don't have any issues with it. I don't know if other YouTubers have complained about it or not, but personally, I find the new YouTube UI to be just fine. Did you deal with bullies? No, I'm 6'4". I didn't have to deal with bullies, and I tried to stay out of that stuff in school. I think we're running out of questions now. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up right now. It looks like we're about out of questions. I don't see anything else. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any other questions, you can go ahead and I think I'm going to publish this video. God, this 2-hour-long video as just a standard YouTube video. So if you have any other questions, you can ask them there, and I might reply to them in the comment section. And of course, you can also ask me more questions on the Facebook page. Also, a link to the Facebook page down right here. Oh, everyone's like, thanks for the stream. That's so nice. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Give me a sec. Let me find my Facebook page, though, so I can throw it up here. So if you have any other questions for me, you can go ahead and ask it or ask them. Come on. There we go. And I'm just going to drop it down here. Bam. There we go. So that is the link to our Facebook page. Oh, Brian just got on. Hey, Brian. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you in the next installment of A Computers and Technology. I'm not actually sure how to stop this stream. I didn't get this far. Oh no. How do I? Oh, I can just go into OBS and do stop stream. All right. Well, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate your support.